I want to get into this community. I don't care what I have to do. I want to be a part of it. The whole part of harm reduction is people are going to do it. How can we make it safe for them to do it?
Right.
And
is that where the idea of Festi Bestiez also came about?
it was started by me and my best friend Lauren. We went to Summer Sound 2023. Show ends, the big lights come on, and we start walking towards the exit. She just stops. She's like, I think I just got stabbed. There's a needle hole and there's blood coming down. So we panic. Let's go get PSA. PSA tore down an hour before. Run to the EMTs. Oh, sorry, our shift is done. So we're sitting on the hill and these two girls come up. I don't know their names. They told us exactly what to do. So a few months later, we're sitting down. I wish there was a service that stayed right from the beginning, right to the end. Let's make our own harm reduction service. We made Festi Bestiez. But yeah, we grew fast. Literally over a month and went from these small little meetups and clothing swaps, going to the events. We're doing it for the good of the community because this is the community that we love and we want to keep it safe.
Your experience been so far? It's been a hectic morning for sure, or an afternoon. Can you walk us through what's going through your mind right now?
A headache.
A headache? Oh.
Quite the headache, drinking a lot of water.
Okay.
But mostly just stoked to be here, stoked to have played my first Summer Sound.
Let's go.
Didn't get to play for too many people, but you know, stuff happens. But at least I did have a good support system, and I did have people that did show up, you know.
Yeah.
I had volunteers show up and everything to watch, so it ended up working out.
Mm-hmm.
Where did this music journey begin for you in terms of, you know, wanting to be a DJ?
Yeah.
And just getting into the EDM scene in itself. I feel like it's very niche music genre.
Yeah.
And so where did that journey flourish for you?
Well, I've actually been in music since I was a child. I was classically trained. I could play multiple instruments. At one of the Alwaysdale raves, it was a SpongeBob rave. I literally went into the clarinet solo on stage as Squidward. But I've been in music ever since I could remember. I wanted to DJ since I was a teenager, just because, I don't know, I don't even know why I wanted to. I think I just wanted to. It was just like, you know, this would be cool to do.
Yeah.
And then my first EDM experience, I worked Summer Sound 2019 on main stage crew. I walked up 90 pounds soaking wet because I was super skinny back then, and all the stage crew were like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then I showed them up. They were pretty impressed. And then working the Summer Sound, I got to experience EDM for the first time, and I was like, I actually like this. This is actually pretty cool. And then me and my best friend, Lauren, we would go to like the free shows at EEC, and I was like, I'm really starting to get into it. I'm really starting to enjoy it. And Summer Sound 2022 was the first time I actually got to go as like a general person. Like I wasn't working it or anything, so I got to go. I had a lot of fun. And then I met my boyfriend Mitch there. And then our second date, we went to Bring Your Love.
Nice.
Bring Your Love Festival, best festival in Manitoba. Sorry, Summer Sound. Best festival in my experience ever. And I got to meet these DJs, and I got to experience just what raving is supposed to be like, and just how amazing the community is. And I was like, you know what? I want to get into this community. I don't care what I have to do. I want to be a part of this because I just can't get over how amazing it is. So after that, I kind of tried to get into a couple different rave crews to do photography and videography. And I ended up getting in with Alwaysdale. Alwaysdale welcomed me with open arms. And they told me one day, they're like, hey, we don't have enough female DJs out there in Winnipeg. Would you want to learn how? And I was like, sure, teach me. So El Capitan, Dusty Nuts, like that whole crew took turns like showing me their different styles, how they DJ. And from there, I started DJing. I did my first gig, which was a Pickle Ranch after party. Most nerve-wracking experience of my life, even though I was playing for a bunch of people that had already been partying since like God knows when. And yeah, since then I've just kind of, you know, fought for the slots that I have. I've really put myself out there, really made good connections with people, and especially like the rave veterans that have been in the scene since the 90s. I've really tried to get a good relationship with them, because if you want to get on anyone's good side to be able to get gigs and to be able to get really good support and everything, you want to get in with the veterans.
Yeah.
So they've been so helpful. Pickle Ranch, Alwaysdale, like everyone's been amazing. And yeah, now I got to play my first Summer Sound. I did Scream with Fisher. I've done, this is going to be my second Bring Your Love that I'm performing. Yeah, no, it's been a journey so far for sure. And it's been a pretty amazing one. I've enjoyed it.
Have you always been this mindset from picking up is, you're just always a kind of like a go-getter? You want to dive in and just learn about anything and everything, right?
Yeah.
And so
I'm one of those people that you can come to me with questions about almost anything and I'll know, like, my dad's a mechanic. I do work on my own car with my dad. He teaches me everything. I've learned all this stuff about music. I've learned about harm reduction. I've learned, when I went to university, I took a program that I specifically could learn everything in multimedia communications and marketing in 2.5 years because I wanted to be able to get my foot in the door of every possible industry so I could, figure out where I wanted to go from there. Yeah. But yeah, definitely a go-getter. That's just the way I was raised. Like, if there's an opportunity, you grab it.
What's been like a crazy story that you've had from the DJ world or something that like stood out that you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm doing this. So this is amazing. Or maybe even the opposite, or like, oh no, why am I doing this?
I mean, I don't even know. Honestly, I think I would just say any gig that I've done so far. Every time I'm up on the stage and I'm getting to play the music I enjoy and I get to see how other people are enjoying it as well. And, you become one with your audience, and obviously if like you're playing one song and the audience is like, not loving that, you can switch it up. And, you kind of just joined us like one entity when you're DJing, and then you have a really good audience that's responding well and you're just having a good time. But every time I get up on stage, like even today, I only had so many people that I was performing for, but at the same time I was still having a great time. Because the few people that were there watching, they were vibing out, they were enjoying themselves, and I was just happy to have those good vibes with them. Yeah.
Can you talk about the world of like raves and like EDM as a whole? Like what are some things that most people don't know about this world, and like if someone's brand new to this scene? Yeah,
so the one thing that stood out for me was I was so used to club crowds because I used to go to the club. Like I'd go to Cowboys, Palomino and all that. I hate club crowds. And when I went to my first proper rave, it was Feliz Cartel at Exchange Event Center, and it's a little bit of a club crowd as well. So I was like, this isn't great. But the few people that were there for the rave itself, I was like, okay, there's something like different about this crowd. And then, like I said, I went to Bring Your Love, and I was mind blown. Everyone is nice. Everyone is welcoming. Everyone's looking out for each other. Like, literally the definition of plur is a crowd like Bring Your Love. And, like Summer Sound, you still have all those amazing people, and you still get the club people, but the people that are there for the right reasons and are there to help people definitely stand out. So I think if anyone's open to raving and it's their first time going to a rave, definitely be open-minded to the people because they're the best people you're ever going to meet.
Is that where the idea of Festi Bestiez also came about?
Yeah, honestly.
Can you talk about that?
So Festi Bestiez, it was started by me and my best friend Lauren. We went to Summer Sound in 2022. Wait, no, this was 2023. Yeah, 2023. We were pretty deep in the crowd for the headliner, and show ends, the lights go out, the big lights come on, and we start walking towards the exits, and we're there with my boyfriend Mitch and our friend Bailey, and they're a little bit off to the side because me and her are just walking side by side, and we're walking through the crowd, and she just stops moving, and she goes pale white, and she turns and she looks at me, and I'm looking at her like, oh, what's wrong, haha. She's because like we joke around. Sure. She's like, I think I just got stabbed. And I was like, yeah, stabbed with like someone poking you, haha. She's like, no, I think I got stabbed with a needle. And she turns her leg and she looks, and sure as shit, there's a needle hole and there's blood coming down, and like went right through her fishnets and everything. So we panic, obviously, and we call over Mitch and Bailey. We're like, hey, like something happened to Lauren. Like we don't know if they injected anything. Like, well, we need to go get help. And we're like, oh, there's PSA here. Let's go get PSA. PSA tore down an hour before.
Wow.
So we were like, okay, let's take a deep breath. There's EMTs. Run to the EMTs. Oh, sorry, our shift is done. Okay, well, you have an ambulance. Can you drive her to the hospital? No, because there's too big of a crowd. Okay, so we ended up, panicking, obviously, and we went to go sit on the hill because she had a scratch on her. So it looked like the needle didn't fully get into her skin. It looked like she pulled away fast enough. So we're sitting on the hill, and these two girls come up, and they're like, "Are you guys okay?" Typical rave, you know, if you're sitting on the ground, someone's going to check on you. And we said, no, like, this happened. And these girls, I don't know their names. I still don't know who they are to this day. And I wish I could give them a hug, but they said, like, this has happened to them before, and they told us exactly what to do. So we phoned her boyfriend who was coming to pick us up. He raced her to the hospital. So a few months later, we're sitting down at Leopold's Tavern, and we're talking about this. And I said, you know what? I wish there was a service that stayed right from the beginning, right to the end, that did similar to PSA, but, you know, like, more people could go there, because tearing down an hour early is just not acceptable. Yeah. You know, because all the bad stuff happens at the end. So we thought, you know what, like, let's make our own harm reduction service. We'll adopt the same ideas as the people that we look up to. So Shambola's harm reduction, fantastic. PSA, we adopted some of what they do. We kind of, like, you know, we made our own thing while also choosing the things that we loved about other harm reduction services. And we made Festi Bestiez. So we started with it being more of a meetup kind of a thing, where, like, oh, you need a bestie to go to the rave with. Well, like, come join us. We'll go together and stay as a group and keep each other safe.
Wow.
And then that's what it was. And it was the Bestie Lounge is what we called it. And then Summer Sound last year reaches out to us, and they're like, hey, would you guys be open to doing drug testing and bringing Festi Bestiez to Summer Sound? And we were like, I could do drug testing. Why not? Like, that would help more people in reality, and, like, it would bring more value to us as a whole.
Wait.
So then we started doing drug testing, and now we've done so many shows with drug testing. We've helped so many people. So at Together Again, for example, last year, we had known that there was fentanyl floating around in MDMA, and we caught so much of it at Together Again. So in reality, you know, we helped so many people, and that's just what we want to do. We want to make people comfortable. We want to make people feel safe. We want to help people in any way that we can, and that's just Festi Bestiez as a whole. It's like we're trying to be the big sister that you never had, or that you don't have right now, or, you know, whatever, while still being a very supportive community and supporting all the different people in the community by doing the Festi Bestiez event calendar that we release twice a month. You know, helping doing promotion that way. Like, all of our promotion is free. Like, we ask for donations where we can, but we've sucked a lot of money into this, and we haven't made that much back, but we're doing it for the good of the community, because this is the community that we love, and we want to keep it safe, and we want to keep everyone being able to go to raves and not be worried about, you know, what could happen to me tonight.
So how does the drug testing work? Sorry, you can educate me on this, but so does someone have to come up and say, like, hey, for example, I got stabbed with a needle? Yeah. And is that what kind of, from there, you step in, or Festi Bestiez steps in?
So typically, if someone was stabbed with a needle or something like that, we would get them help. So we would end up contacting management, getting the EMTs. If, for example, if we had a car available and we couldn't get an ambulance for whatever reason, we would drive them ourselves.
Yeah.
And that has happened in the past, where people have been pretty messed up. Their friends left them at the club, and, like, different people in the Festi Bestiez group has had to drive these random strangers home just to make sure they get home safe.
Yeah.
You know?
And then the drug testing side is just a safe environment for people to...
Yeah, so it's completely anonymous. You don't have to share any personal information. So basically, you come up, you're just like, hey, you know, I want to do substance testing. We go into a completely isolated and private booth. And then we kind of walk you through what we're going to do. We ask you, what do you think it is? We're going to test for that first. We have fentanyl test strips. And recently we partnered with a company called Defense. So they make portable fentanyl tests that are the size of a vape. And it takes like 30 seconds to test. Whereas with the strip, it takes like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. This thing is so convenient. So they sent us like a couple free samples to test out. So we have those at the festival right now. We've already used a couple of them to test. They're absolutely amazing. But yeah, we do region testing, test stripping, and now we use the defense test thingies.
What's the feeling like when you know that you have so much impact on people?
I don't even think of it that way. Like, it honestly, it's weird when sometimes, like, we're at a rave and people walk me like, oh, Festi Bestiez. So I'm like, whoa, how did you know that? Because, like, my face isn't on any of it. Yeah. Like, most people don't even know it's me, but when people do know, I'm like, how do you know that? Like, who told you? Like, who told you I run this? Or, you know, or when people walk up and they're like, oh, Double D. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. definitely nice knowing I have a positive impact on people and, you know, keeping people's loved ones safe and everything. Like the whole part of harm reduction is people are going to do it. How can we make it safe for them to do it? Right. And I love that about that because, like, for example, my cousin, he OD'd on opiates when he was 16 and he's forever changed, you know?
Yeah.
And making sure people's loved ones get home safe and everything. I love having that impact on people. I don't need people to come up to me and tell me that. Like, I just know that people are feeling good when they come up to their booth. Like, even people getting earplugs, they come to the booth, ask for earplugs, so you give it to them and they're like, oh my God, thank you. And I'm like, you're welcome. Like, I feel good.
They're gonna come by aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just like having a positive impact on people. Like, that's what I want everyone to have on me, is a positive impact, right? And I just want to return the favor and make sure the vibes are good and everyone's safe and having fun, because I love this community.
How did it grow over the, like, from first event to like now? You're saying you have multiple people.
Oh, so fast.
I can imagine.
Fast. Yeah. It literally went from this cute little thing where it's like, let's do a clothing swap at, you know, at my apartment, and like literally over a month, it went from these small little meetups and clothing swaps to going to the events. And then, because we started it in December of 2023, and by summer, we'd already been doing the Bestie Lounge, and I was having to find volunteers. I was having to, like, you know, figure out what I need to buy and like how I can buy this stuff, like the most cost-effective way and everything, and really budgeting. And this has tested my budgeting skills like to an extreme. I can't even believe it. But yeah, we grew fast, a little overwhelmingly fast, but it's also good because it shows that there is that demand, and I'm glad to meet the demand and be able to provide these services.
Do you think this can ever, I mean, of course, there's the endless possibilities for where you can take this, but where do you want to see Festi Bestie be in this? Do you want to continue doing more festivals, or maybe even do your own safe festival one day?
Yeah, well, we do our own show. Right. We do it once or twice a year. It's a fundraiser, typically for Women's Health Clinic, because they always need donations, and we want to help women, especially, you know, in their health journeys. As a woman who has many disease diagnosed, I want to be able to help women, you know. But the goal is to make it Canada-wide and be at all the major festivals. So, for example, I'm going to be volunteering at Shambhala to get my foot in the door there.
Okay.
We went to Escapade. We weren't officially partnered with Escapade, but we told people, hey, we're going to be there if you need anything, like, come to us. Like, we have Narcan on us, we have earplugs on us, like, you know, just being like, because we contacted Escapade, for example, like, we didn't get a response, but like, hey, we might as well still let people know that we're going to be there and we're there to help. But yeah, we want to make it Canada-wide. We want to get the word out there. Yeah, I just want to spread like wildfire in the best way possible.
Does that mean you yourself, or does that mean like having different hubs in different areas?
Different hubs, yeah. So Lauren, actually, she moved back to BC to be home with her family. And like one of the plans was for her to branch it out in BC, and she gets to BC, and for 3 months she's like, I can't find any raves in BC. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, we're supposed to be branching out. I'm like, keep trying. Yeah. Just keep trying, and
there's something.
Yeah, there's something there. Like, they might be just extremely underground, but like you'll find it. So yeah, we're supposed to be branching out, having different hubs and everything, but you know, can't really rush into that. I like, my boyfriend is my right-hand man for Festi Bestiez, and he does so much work. Like, he does all the driving, he like delivers all the stuff and everything, and like, you know, he's the one person that I have that I'm like, I can trust with him to take over. Like, literally, I left him with the volunteers, so I'm like, decorate, I trust you. Like, you're gonna make it look beautiful, and I ran over to go like DJ. So yeah, need more people like that I could just like throw into the pit and be like, have fun. Like, I need a break.
What is like the logistics look like for you on like a festival day? Like, how many people are you having coming through? Like, does it get busy? Like, what does that look like? And what's been one of the most stressful experiences that you've had?
Stressful experience, the number one would definitely be Together Again, when we were finding fentanyl, and we were walking around doing safety walk, and we go to the booth, because we go check on the booth if we're walking around frequently, and one of my volunteers goes, by the way, we found fentanyl earlier. And I'm like, why aren't you freaking out? Like, sound the alarms. Like, that was the most stressful for sure. But we have a lot of people stop by. We go through gum like crazy as it goes. we do a lot of testing. So for smaller festivals, we do about 20 tests. For bigger festivals like Summer of Sound, we're doing like at least 50 to like 150, depending on how comfortable people are. And we've really been pressing, especially on social media, that you're completely safe to do the testing. But some people, they're just scared they're gonna walk out of the tent. There's gonna be a cop right there being like, whoop whoop, like you're going. Like, I'm arresting you. But at the same time, like the cops can't touch you if you go get tested.
Got it.
They want you to get your stuff tested because you're doing harm reduction. You know, they don't want to do that paperwork of arresting everyone that comes out of a harm reduction test.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, we have a lot of people, and we're trying to really spread the word that this is for your benefit. It takes 5 minutes out of your festival day. Like, just do it. Like, you're protected. Like, nothing bad's gonna happen to you. Like, just come do it.
Yeah.
Like, even the Summer Sound management, they'll text the DJs being like, hey guys, get your shit tested. Like, do it or else. Like, come on, like use these resources. Yeah.
Do you have often run-ins with the law enforcement or police or like? Never. Okay.
Never. They have never come up to us. They never really said anything to us. I think it's a mutual understanding that like we're helping them in a way.
Yeah.
You know, so I think if anything they appreciate it, but I've never heard anything bad from any law enforcement. Even like the lawyers I know have even been like, you know, good for you. Like, I have your back if you need it.
Yeah. That's an easy case to land there. Yeah. Okay.
So what was your experience like at Summer of Sound 2025? I know you didn't have the crowd that you had hoped for, but the people that were there, how did it feel, you know, with the 3 different stages now and in a different venue as well?
Yeah. No.
How did your performance go?
It's been good. Yeah, I was looking forward to it like crazy. I was so excited for my set, and you know, it was a really good set. I got to record it. I had a bunch of cameras going. That was good. But no, it's been a pretty good experience so far. Even the location that we're in like a little vending area, so everyone that's walking up to the different vendors can also walk by us, whereas usually like we go off into a corner, we're like a little secret in a corner, but this time we're like pretty out in the open, so it's been pretty good. Yeah.
Is there anything that you're like looking forward to in the future that's coming up?
Bring your love. If you don't have your ticket to Bring Your Love, buy your damn ticket. Best time that you'll ever have in your life. Like, honestly, I'm so excited. We're also doing a Festi Bestiez stage takeover at Bring Your Love.
Okay.
So we're bringing in, it's an all-woman lineup except for Mitch. Except for Mitch. But it's an all-woman lineup. It is all of their first festival. So they're all first-timers because we gotta help them get their feet in the door, like, you know. And then, me and Mitch are doing our first back-to-back as our duo House Arrest.
Let's go.
So
congrats, guys.
It's going to be pretty hype. Yeah.
That's awesome. Any advice that you can leave our audience with that you would like to share, or maybe take away from the rave community, or the impact that you want to leave on the world?
I mean, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone's day looks like. Like, even if someone's extremely rude to you, like, they could have had the worst day of their life, and that's just how they're dealing with it. But yeah, be kind to everyone. Take the opportunities that come at you, no matter how difficult they may be. Like, Festi Bestiez, I never thought I would be able to, it would have grown this big if I hadn't really, like, pushed for it. But take the opportunities you can, respect everyone, and get your shit tested.
Get your shit tested.
Get your shit tested.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever at a festival and you need a Festi Bestie, you know where to go. Until next time, thank you so much. Peace.